So this surface is precisely that thing. It's very hard to draw, but it's going to look something like this, right? Something like this, and it has a little thing sticking out here, and something like that. All right. Now this surface, what I'm showing you here, is just a partial of it. I'll pass this around in a second so you can appreciate it. You can imagine that in addition to this, there is some other sheets of the surface that kind of complete it. So that there will be a sheet between this, and there will be some more around here outside of this. So it's like the surface goes all around like this, and like this, but it kind of bends when it reaches these particularly curved surfaces. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I think the book cover has something. No, it doesn't. It's let's see if in the book there is some better picture than. Yeah, actually, if you have the book in page 76, I'll try to put this through the overhead. Oh, all right. Now this thing doesn't want to pull any further. Okay, there it is. You see it? Okay, excellent. Okay, this is the same surface that I'm going to pass around. It's exactly the same one. There is a region here that has a particular curvature, but it's not the whole surface. There is more to the surface all around. Okay, it's just a very convoluted, ugly. Certainly, if you were going to express this mathematically, it would be pretty hard to do. So that's why we have the tables. The tables, the thing they do is they describe this surface with numbers. So every time that you have two properties, it'll give you the third. This particular one is pressure, volume, temperature, the same one that I'm going to show you. I want you to look at different regions in this surface, and those correspond to the kinds of phases that you have. Here, for instance, you have solid vapor right here. Now, in other courses, and in most people, the uninitiated, people who haven't taken this course, call these states: the solid state, the liquid state, the vapor state. We're not going to call them states. We're going to call them phases, all right? Because the word state is reserved for the collection of properties that we have. For instance, you have a certain pressure, a certain temperature, a certain volume. That's a state. And states vary continuously. They are not discontinuous like the phases. All right? So phases are liquid, solid, vapor. So depending on where you are in this surface, you're going to have different phases. You can have, on this side is vapor, on this side is liquid, and as you can see, you can change continuously from vapor to liquid and backwards. On this side is solid, and then there are some parts of the surface where you can have two at the same time. You can have solid and liquid right here. You can have liquid and vapor. You can have solid and vapor. Now, handling this diagram, this picture, is really not important to solve any problems, but it helps you to visualize what you're doing with the tables. And there are even easier ways to see this. Now, you see where you have the picture? Let me try to, actually, I don't think we can keep this picture all the time. Well, let's keep it. Yeah, I'll try to draw in the other, I'll draw on the other board. Okay, well. Okay, what I want to do is to, to show you the picture from different sides. Okay, so this is more or less the same surface, except that the rest of the surface is not represented. Okay, the kind of the sheet parts. So if you look at it from the front, you will see only pressure and volume. So what does it look like if you look at it from only pressure and volume? The pressure-volume projection, PV, it looks like this. You see this thing here, and you see this thing here, which is the liquid solid, and you see this thing here, like that. That's what you see. So this was vapor on this side, liquid. This is liquid plus vapor. This is solid, solid plus vapor, and this is liquid plus solid. That's seen from the pressure volume. If we turn it and look at it this, let's see, from this way, if you look at it this way, you'll be seeing volume and temperature. So what does it look like if you look at it from volume temperature? TV. Well, you're going to see pretty much the same. Maybe a little flatter, but the picture looks identical. You see solid plus volume, liquid plus volume, plus vapor, sorry. Vapor, liquid, solid, and this is liquid plus solid. And then there is a third one, third view, which perhaps is the most interesting one because it's different. If you look at it this way, which you'll be seeing only the pressure and temperature axis. Let's have it right here. You've seen this diagram before, by the way, I'm sure. Pressure, temperature. It turns out that this surface is so special because when you look at it in pressure, temperature, they collapse to a line. These surfaces are precisely aligned with this axis, with the volume axis, so that seen this way, you only see a line. You see the surfaces completely sideways. So this thing seen sideways is going to look like this, like this, like this, and like this. So you see the solid, you see the liquid, you see the vapor. This one continues this way and continues, but this one just ends right there. Pressure, temperature. Now this is the picture that probably you've seen in chemistry called the phase diagram. Which shows you the phases that a substance can have.